Hello guys, it's me.
Anyone interested in Wulong? Yeah, Wulong.
What's Wulong? Wulong tea?
No, the Fallen Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Fake ass game. Why fake
Okay
ass game?
guys, today I'm going to be
Team
revealing
Ninja.
the security code on the back of my credit card.
Those funky numbers.
Those three numbers that you guys see. Kids, remember, you ask your dad for a credit card, write the number down somewhere.
And give it to us.
And those wacky 3 digits on the back. Let's see how the match goes. 20 minutes exactly, our last match.
So, guys, you don't know Wulong? It's kind of weird you don't know it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, the Chinese.
I'm not, these Chinese games are shit. They're all like overly hyped. They show too much in the demos, and they're never gonna live up to the expectations.
It's not a Chinese game, man. It's not a Chinese game. Who told you it's a Chinese game?
It's Wulong, right? Fallen Dynasty.
It's a Japanese game, man.
Wulong? Isn't
Wulong?
the guy called Wukong?
No, that's the other one. That's the one with the monkey.
No, not the monkey one. It's not a
I'm
Chinese
not
game,
talking
man.
about the monkey one. I'm talking about Wulong.
It's a Japanese game.
How do you spell it, man?
W-O-L-O-N-G.
Yeah. Dude, it's from Team Ninja. What are you talking about?
Oh, the
Wulong.
Team Ninja game. Nah, not interested.
Yeah. Now you know, huh? You know about the game, huh?
Yeah, I'm not interested. I thought it was Chinese. That's why I didn't like the game. It looks like those typical Chinese games.
Koei team is still alive. Oh, I guess they're still alive.
Team Ninja has a, although I don't know, I think they screwed up the last few games.
Team Ninja, did they make Neo?
Yeah, they're the one making Neo.
Yeah, not a fan.
No, actually, Neo sounds good. Actually, I'm planning to play Neo.
What did you say?
Like Neo, like I have interest to play it. I think it's good. It's a rip-off though. It's a rip-off from I think what's his name?
No,
Dark
Neo,
Souls.
it does its own thing, but to me, the combat is like, it's like some of the attacks from the enemies, they give like less than 0.2 seconds reaction time, so it's like cheap difficulty. Unlike like a Souls game, it doesn't have like the cheap difficulty.
I think we should play it first to judge it
I did try it,
Ah,
and I also watched my colleague play it.
he said it's not a good game.
I don't like it.
But I don't know. Wulong seems good, man.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Looks more interesting than the other game that I saw. Meet the Wind or something like that.
Oh, that one, the 5 frames per second game.
What was it called again?
Yeah,
Go with the Wind.
Sky
or-
with the wind or something. Something with the wind. 5 frames per second, bro.
Like it looks like I like the idea, but I feel like it's poorly executed.
Yeah, and the people were memeing on the game when it was showing the trailer because all the enemies were like women. And so people were coming like, kill all women, kill all women. You saw that one, Holly?
With the wind.
one?
With the wind.
Something with the wind. It was, the trailer was like 5 frames per second.
What's the wind? What the
Where
hell?
winds meet.
Yeah, where winds meet, something like that.
And like the dude looks way too feminine. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, no way, man.
Oh yeah, this one I saw.
Like when he was doing like they have the kung fu stuff,
Yeah.
like just throws daggers and everyone just stays in place, right?
Hmm.
It
Just do
feels
that.
like
You could just do that the entire game, right?
it feels like a Tensho. And,
What's Tensho? I always hear the name. I never saw it.
Tensho's you can see it. It's actually a game I think from Pro Software.
FromSoft?
It
Oh,
yes, it's a From Software game.
it's not a FromSoft game.
Yeah, it's one of the developers at least. It's actually, I can say, for example, Sekiro is the spiritual successor of Tenchu.
I'm searching
No.
Tencho. There is no game. What is it exactly called?
Oh, it says publisher is Tenchu. Tenchu.
I don't know. I
Oh,
remember.
actually, oh, sorry, yeah, there is developer from software.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
it's
they
one
were
of the most
publishers.
popular games actually. One of the it's a very popular
Can you
game.
spell it?
TN
TEN.
CHQ.
Tenchu, man. Why are you saying Tencho?
Man, fuck you, man. Okay, fuck you.
I'm literally searching TENSHO. Tencho.
Man, you know that my pronunciation is gonna be shit. Okay, Tenchu. Okay, Tenchu.
Tenchu.
Yeah,
so-
Tenchu. You know it, right?
Nah. No, I guess these are like more your guys' type of games. I'm not a fan of these like martial arts, you know, kung fu, all this kind of stuff.
I play. It's not like I wow about it, but I like. It's like it's okay. And I haven't finished any of the game, bro. I just played it. It's like Sekiro, I would say. It's yeah, closest to Sekiro.
But it's a stealth game.
Yeah, Sekiro have a stealth element, right?
Yeah, but to me, Sekiro is a rhythm game. And a dick measuring contest game.
Have you heard of the last? That's what? Man, I can't even say. I'll say that's not my problem. It just doesn't fit. But yeah, Tenchu is an old game. It's like quite like
Yeah, it's PS2.
It's PS2 days.
no, it's one man. What PS2?
It says both of them. It's PS2 and PS1, so I had backwards compat.
No, I mean like it's not only PS2. Like before that, with PS1. Even one, I think there was a Tenchu Z or something that was on PS3 or PS3. I haven't played that one. That's why no one like Sekiro is just yeah. Man, I actually right now I just want to play Resident Evil, man. I really feel like have you played Resident Evil Hidemi or you haven't yet?
Which one?
3.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you, it's Fortnite, man. With Fortnite here, I don't feel like playing anything else.
Ah, shit, good you reminded me of Resident Evil 3. I was only thinking about Elden Ring and Fortnite.
You like literally forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. I literally forgot.
That's how the game was not so interesting.
No,
yeah.
the game was interesting. I think he's just distracted, like, you know.
Yeah,
Fortnite
Fortnite
and-
and traveling and this and that.
Yeah, I think the traveling especially. Yeah. It's the traveling.
But you know, Hidemi, a lot of people they shit on Resident Evil 3, right? But once you play the game, like, and you finish it, and you'll ask yourself why the hell people shit on it. Maybe yes, the game is short, I understand, but the game itself,
No,
whatever you.
I think the only people shit on the game itself is those people who want it. Oh, they cut out that content. Oh, they cut out this content. Those people hate it. You know, the purists. It's the purists.
Like- I finished the game, like I told you, the original one, like over 8-10 times, like a lot of times. I wrote a walkthrough for it.
To me, I really hate purists overall because, like, look, they're remaking the game in third-person view. It's already completely different from the base game. It's like they can try doing something slightly different. But to me, why the game deserves full hate is the fucking price they set.
To me, it's just the price.
Yeah.
If the price was shorter, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
The clock tower, yeah.
It should have been an 80 ringgit DLC for Resident Evil 2.
I wouldn't say DLC. Complete new game, but lower price.
Yeah, and sell that stupid reverse? Just sell it as a separate shit. I don't want that. That doesn't have any value. I think there's like one
Yeah.
player right now.
They just got greedy after
Yeah.
they saw Resident Evil 2 success, so they got greedy and they learned the lesson right now. But people who shit on it, oh, there is no clock tower. Yeah, clock tower is nice. Go play the original one. No one forced you to play the new one. The Nemesis, finally they made it better than the previous one. Not gonna say anything. Demi, have you watched the previous Nemesis, Resident Evil 3?
Yeah, everyone has, right? Oh, you haven't seen the old one?
I've seen the old one.
Yeah,
The old one you have seen, huh? I couldn't hear it. Have or
yeah,
not?
he's seen it.
So it's like a piece of shit walking in the ground.
Look, it's PS1, man.
It doesn't matter, man. People are
still
saying, "Oh,
PS1, man.
I'm not talking
And
about
still,
that,
it's
man.
revolutionary, man. Like, it was so scary back then.
I'm not talking about what Resident Evil 3 did good or bad. I'm just saying the spears. They say, "Oh, look, they changed the boss."
okay.
Fuck you. It's like they literally gave something. At least they made him like a
Yeah.
bit
To me, it's
more
like,
interesting.
let them do something, man. It's a remake after all, like completely different style of remake. It's not a 1-to-1 remake. Like Resident Evil 1 remake, that one you can complain if they remove something. But in Resident Evil 1 remake, they actually added shit. The
Yeah.
thing that made me piss my pants.
Did you know the story behind it? Behind
What?
the things? The lore. for Resident Evil
Yeah,
1.
that was like they did it as a surprise to the fans of the original.
Kidman was so sad about that. And then you haven't played Resident Evil 1 yet, right?
No,
Not yet.
That's
You don't
one
know
hell of a game.
I played in
Hell of a
GameCube
game.
back then. Back then, I remember, I think in Pantai Hill Park, I was trying to explain to you about Resident Evil Remake and the remaster and the original.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with you.
But yeah, it's like truly the fact that it holds up so nicely. Of course, it holds up because of the fixed perspective, but it just holds up so well, and I cannot wait to play it on the Steam Deck because like it's gonna be beautiful on a smaller screen and everything.
I wish if Navid played Resident Evil 0. I will watch him.
I will play it on the Steam Deck. I will play it
Ah, okay. You stream it, then I'll watch it.
on the Steam Deck. I can't stream it.
Oh, you cannot? Fuck.
No, the Steam Deck is a handheld now. I started it. I was up to the end of the train mission.
Oh, okay. You still have.
Yeah, but I got annoyed. Like,
man.
oh, I have to every time I die because I have to do this thing in a limited amount of time. So I died once. I'm like, I'm not gonna do all that again. I'm like, fuck that, because I have to swap the weapon, swap this, drop that, all over again. I hate that, man. I really hate it.
But man, one Resident Evil that I really wish man they remake, man, Code Veronica, man. I really want Code Veronica to be
I think
remade.
it's gonna happen, right? The original released after 3 or 4.
Yeah.
When? 3 or 4?
Which one?
Code Veronica.
The Korea is after 3.
Oh shit! Then they're probably not gonna make it
Actually, after Gun Survivor, I would say.
because they're already doing 4. So I doubt they're gonna make Code Veronica. Probably it's
They
too
can
short.
Huh? The Veronica is too short.
Probably. Is it long? Is it like or
It's
is it
the
like Resident Evil
longest
3?
one. No, it's the longest one, man.
Alright, then I don't know why they're not gonna remake it. Because they're
It's
already
like
doing 4. Or probably they're gonna do it after like the numbered ones. They're gonna do like the spin-offs.
I would say it's it's even longer than 4.
Because
It's as long as it's like as long as Resident Evil 7 or Resident Evil 8, I would say. I don't know, but
assume they're not gonna remake 5 and 6 because those are the shit games. So assume most likely after 4, if they do remake it, it'll be after 4 then. They're finishing the numbered ones, then they'll do Code Veronica. You never know.
No, they'll do it. There is a demand for it.
Yeah, I
There's
know. I always see it.
Actually, a lot of people consider Resident Evil Code Veronica one of the, actually maybe the best Resident Evil. To me, Resident Evil 2 and Code Veronica, easily. The story, the lore, the environment, the things, man, it's just another world.
Mm.
Wow, that game is just something. And there was something, there is something happened in the game. I cried. I cried like that. But there is an event happened in the game. If you ever play it.
This is going on stream, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay. It's our
nothing to do.
podcast.
Men don't cry, pussy.
I was a kid back then, so I wasn't that man yet.
Oh wait, well, I want to ask, the chug gun, it doesn't run out of ammo?
Yeah, it recharges.
That's fucking sick. I always thought it had like 4 shots only.
It's up to 5 and it just keeps recharging.
Oh, okay.
But the cooldown is pretty slow.
Yeah. Okay. But I feel like it's not in the meta anymore because before this update, a lot of people used it. But after like the Dragon Ball Z attacks, everyone I think now prioritizes those. Man, October is almost coming, man. One more month. So many good games in October. But I kind of lost hope on Sons of the Forest. I don't think it's coming out, man. It wasn't at Gamescom.
What did you tweet at the developer of Ghost Song?
Oh, first I asked, like, did he try it on the Steam Deck? And does it run well? He's like, yeah, it runs very well. And then after he released the new trailer and released it, I said, I just told him, you know, good work. And can't wait to play this gem. And then he liked it.
Okay.
It's cool to be, like, talking to the developer directly. That's the beauty of indie games.
You're talking to us directly.
But you guys aren't making any games I'll play.
Will you play our game?
Don't make a game.
Yeah, man, I need time to do it. I'm actually quite excited to go back to work on it again. It's been 6 months I haven't worked on it. 7 months. Dilva. I want to add like a subtitle like Dilva. The
You
soul
play
of
survival games, horror games like the most. Why don't you make a survival horror?
I do have an idea for that. Not just an idea, I even built a story for it. The story is like this. I'm just gonna give you just a brief on it. The concept is basically there was one day there is a kid, 14 years old kid. He is quite smart.
This is going to Steam, man.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just the early thing. So this kid, he basically is 14 years old. His parents one day decided asked him to take care of his young sister, and her friend also came as well. So he was taking care of his sister and her friend for like a few days. But in the second or third day, the sister and her friend disappeared completely, and he will start to look for them. Of course, when you play the game at the beginning, it will be first person. You look at yourself, you understand who is the character. Basically, you discover the lore by yourself until you reach to the basement, and you will find a book. It's open, and there's some images about stories. So the moment he touches the book, he will move completely to a new world. And that's what happens. Basically, this is like a gate. These books contain the stories all over the world, but each one of them contains specific lore or story around the world, like Japanese or Chinese, whatever, or European, anything. Each one of them have a specific story and lore and events happening. And of course, you get the result thing. It's like a short mini stories for each one of them. And he transfers between stories throughout these books, these portals, basically. At some point, he will find his sister friend, which is basically she already turned into a monster. She's one of the bosses. Yeah. And there will be a woman chasing him all the time. Like in the second or third story, there's a woman who will be chasing him all the time. So after solving certain puzzles and stuff and everything, what happens is, he discovered later on that this woman actually was his sister, but because of the time period and paradox, his sister grew up quite big. That's why, and her mentality completely different, and she's become his main enemy. And of course, yeah, once he go back to his world, he discovers actually his world was just a story. His original world was a story. Yeah, that's the first part of the game. The second part is basically, he will work with a detective to understand the mystery of these books. Anyway, it's like the real world is actually screwed up. It's like he exits from this, he goes to the real world. And the real world basically is completely like apocalypse. It's completely destroyed, nothing appeared. And someone wanted to make happiness by creating stories and let people move in these stories. and this real world is basically where everything is built up. Yeah, it's from there. That story. It's a quite long story. I wrote something about it. Like I wrote the whole thing, but it just takes time.
Shit, I'm just watching the replay. I could have taken the crown from the Goku guy and gotten my counter increase. Shit.
Yeah, you're not even listening.
No, I was, but it's complicated, man. It's too much.
Dim, is it complicated? Or you didn't listen?
It wasn't really listening.
Oh my god. I know.
But then the ending was like, I don't know, the ending kind of feels, you want me to be honest?
Cheap.
Yeah, lazy. It's like, oh, this happened. Turns out it was all just a dream.
Yeah, those
It's
are
not
just
a
the
dream.
cop out ones.
It's not all the dream, no.
Yeah, and then you put a twist and like, oh, where is it?
Huh?
It's like, oh, it was all just a dream. Or is it? Or was it?
No, it's nothing. It's not a dream.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, it's like these stories are actually human went into it.
Human went into what?
There are stories, okay? Each story basically, it's a world by itself. But these stories in general, human went into it in order to preserve happiness and stuff. Someone did that to protect you from that's in general the story.
Are you
We
guys
still
gonna
have that-
try Persona 5 when it comes out on PC?
Yeah.
I'd like to play it, but then it's gonna be a very long game.
Yeah, it's like a time sink, man. I wish it came out on Steam though.
And it's also like a dating sim. So,
I feel like it's
You
more
know.
like a student sim, man. It's so weird. You have to study and shit.
yeah. I mean, I played Persona 3.
Oh, really?
It was nice. Yeah. But I had time for it back then.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, you know, these kinds of RPGs is like you have to, what do you call it? If you want to unlock everything, you have to look up the internet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's so,
So many hidden
ambiguous.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I was playing Persona 3 on the PS2, and I had to like look up game facts. Like, oh, this is how you maximize your relationship with this student and
Particular
stuff
person,
like
yeah.
that.
You have to probably give
Yeah.
them a specific item.
I mean, after playing Death Stranding, nothing is long anymore.
Still haven't played that.
It's on
I should
Game
play
Pass.
Still haven't played God of War.
Bro, that's like the best game you haven't played. That and Bloodborne. Such a weird guy, man. It's a FromSoft game.
Fucking lazy, man. And
Like
plus
he-
the 30 frames is like,
It kills you, right?
yeah, don't feel like it.
It's like I don't know, man. Bloodborne is still one of my favorite games.
Yeah, Bloodborne is honestly super fucking good, man. Wait till you get deeper into it and see the crazy ass bosses.
I like the bosses, like the boss design in Bloodborne the most among all Souls, even more than Elden Ring, I would say.
To me, Elden Ring just purely because of the WWE boss. The Godfrey boss. The Godric boss.
It becomes Waraloo.
Yeah, Horalu. I love it, man. Because doing WWE shit.
And I like, together
Yeah, together.
we shall consume the gods together.
Yeah.
They have all of this kind of language, like the old language in the game. The T, you go right, left, the T, no, Kastasha. I have no idea what it's saying.
What?
That's how I like. That's how I like. If my English is shit, that's how it. How
Oh, that's
I
what you
understand.
hear.
Yeah. Oh,
Have you guys played Oblivion?
played-
Elder Scrolls Oblivion?
Yeah, boy.
Man, that game was sick.
That was
man.
like, during my O-level times. Oh, so many hours, man. I just, no, even with Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Like, I just enjoy doing the guild shit, like the Thieves Guild, the one where you're like you become a vampire. Which one is that?
I don't know. I haven't played Skyrim.
No, even in Oblivion, it was the same.
I don't remember.
Yeah. But fuck, Oblivion was good, man. For that day and age.
It's like the Brotherhood of something. I forgot.
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Darkness or something.
I only played for a bit.
Brotherhood of Shadows.
I want to play it actually. I wanted to play it a while ago. Skyrim as well.
You should, but then it's another time sink, man.
Yeah, and now Skyrim it doesn't hold up unless you install a lot of mods.
Oblivion, you know, like I miss those quests where they'll be like, oh, you know, the objective is in this cave that's between this town and that cave over there.
Yeah.
What is that?
You had to find it.
Oh,
Yes.
Back then, games were hard, man. They don't hold your hand, man.
Yes. Man, Oblivion was. Oh, that brings me back to my old days. That was like when I got my first gaming PC. Played Oblivion and Bioshock.
Yeah. Step into the red world, you know.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Kay did.
Yes.
Through the portal. And there was this one place where a side quest where it's like, I remember it still. I don't know why I still remember it so clearly. Maybe because I was a bit freaked out by it too. But it's this the Forlorn something.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, so it's like there was a ghost around some bridge or something. Man, the ghost appeared. I was like, what the fuck?
I think in the last 10 years, some of the revolutionary games for me was like, because 2022 now, right? I would say The Witcher 3 changed my life.
Witcher 3 is great.
Yeah. Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne changed my life. Resident Evil 7. Last 10 years, honestly, I played some good gems, man.
Yeah, you played a lot of Resident Evil.
Fuck yeah, boy.
You were just like, dude, Resident Evil, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
At first, Hada convinced you. Then both of us, Hada and me, we were like, Dark Souls is the shit. Then we convinced you.
I'll never forget the night you got mad at me for shitting on Dark Souls.
Yeah, man. I'm like, dude, Dark Souls is my shit, dude.
It's hard for being hard.
I got not mad, I would say, but I was surprised when Hidemi was shouting at Sekiro, saying Sekiro is bad.
Yeah. I was playing it like Dark Souls. I don't know, when I started playing it, like, you know, it's like basically every enemy is a boss or something. So once I played it like that, one by one, oh, it was so good.
When I was saying, what are you talking about, Hidemi? I was surprised. I literally wanted to go back to Malaysia just to play Sekiro.
I was so happy when Hidemi said it sucks, man. But anyway, like, to me, it's the only game in my life so far that's defeated me, that I haven't beaten after starting. But although I did reach the final boss, but to me, it's my kryptonite. Maybe one day I'll play it. Maybe on the Steam Deck. But it's 30 FPS there.
I finished the game, by the way. Can you accept that I finished it and you didn't?
No.
Not, man. I finished Sekiro, you didn't yet. You should finish it as well.
Yeah, the last boss is fucking hard. It took me like an hour or something, man.
An hour only?
An hour, maybe more. I don't remember.
Dude, if it took you like an hour, dude, you're a god, man. Dude, no, to me it don't make sense. I went all the way to the last boss. I've never seen a spike in difficulty like that. Ever. To me, it was like the game is telling me, fuck you, you suck, go home. And I went home. I literally I got to phase 2 twice, and then I'm like, that's it for me. I'm done.
I cheesed him in a way. So I'm gonna be out with it. But it's not like bullet cheese. It's still, the cheese is very difficult. It's not like a cheese. It's more like you have to just move in a certain pattern and that's it. So
yeah, you're doing the one where you run in a circle at distance, you wait till he jumps at you and then you hit him. I don't want to do that.
No, not like that. I can't remember actually what I did, but I did. I was
You
doing.
don't remember.
Dude, I have played it since 2001, 19 or 20, I guess. Can't remember.
Came out 2019.
Yeah, but I finished the game in 2020, I guess. So yeah, but when I finished it, no, I like the only time there is one boss I feel like guilty for beating, because what happened is this boss like got stuck somewhere in the door and cannot move. So I just beat him. I think is the one in the castle. He's one of the guys. Forgot his name. Like he was your friend in the beginning or something, or he became your enemy.
And the other problem with me and Sekiro, okay, I'll tell you my gripes about Sekiro. Somehow I managed to reach the final boss without playing like half the content. That's one thing. So I feel I was highly underleveled. That's one. Two, what I don't like about Sekiro, because you're meant to die a lot, you can never accumulate money well other than buying sacks of coins, which gets tedious. So it's like I always lose money. And the other thing is like in Dark Souls and like Elden Ring, you could buy unlimited consumables of a certain type, right? But Sekiro, you're like limited in how much like Akko's sugar, although I never used, but I was planning to use it for like the final boss. But I'm like, it's so hard to buy because you barely get any coins or savings. So I was like, fuck this, man. Hard to get consumables and so easy to reach the final boss by skipping half the contents. Pissed me off.
No problem. I'm gonna talk to From Software.
Then I was watching random videos. Every time I would see a random video Sekiro, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, I see bosses I've never seen before. Some giant red fire demon thingy. You fight like your father a second time. It's like all this shit. It's like, what the fuck? But when I played like Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, the game presented itself in such a way that I didn't skip anything. So I don't know how Sekiro I skipped everything, man.
No, I think you just as you said before, like you don't like the setup for the game itself that much. And the game is different. The game is different.
Like I said, what I don't like is the fact that you can easily skip things, and consumables are almost impossible to get because money is so difficult to retain. And I hate the game punishes you for dying often. So it's like, what the fuck? I don't like a game like being insulting to me.
Still.
And also the fans. The fans also make me hate the game. God, I hate the fans. Oh, it's easy. I know. No hit. Can you try? No hit. What's the final boss name? Ishin. Like, yeah, boy. It's so easy.
No, wait. Like, someone said Breaking Bad is a bad series. What do you think about this person?
Breaking Bad series. I just know that their taste is bad.
I see. Another say I hate the fans of Breaking Bad because it's so popular and we have a lot of fans.
No, but Breaking Bad is objectively a good show.
Objective. Man, there is nothing called objectively a good show. It's a good show, yes.
It literally has 99% critic rating, bro.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's objective.
So over a consensus of many critics, it's objectively a good show. There's only one idiot out of like 100 who thinks it's not a good show.
No, I'm saying it's objectively by the majority is a good series.
It's probably a fan of The Wire. The weirdest ass show I've ever seen. Whoever didn't like.
No, actually, no. The thing is, even Vince Gilligan said The Wire was one of his inspirations.
And everyone says The Wire is good. To me, I don't understand. It's the one show I just will never understand.
I actually watched the whole series. To this day, I have no idea why people like it so much.
It's
I
so
understand
boring.
Yeah, but I think maybe people watched it at that time and there's something unique about it.
And I think it's more good for people who live in America because they like see the corruption in their own country and this thing. To me, I don't care. I don't care at all.
In terms of realism, what The Wire was quite realistic. I would say very realistic. Breaking Bad still have a lot of like supernatural stuff.
Not supernatural. I still say Breaking Bad is the most is good because everything is plausible.
No, there stuff that
it can happen, man.
Yeah, dude. You're like, man. I will hit the Breaking Bad because of you, man. You're one of those fans. You know, like the 1% who hate Breaking Bad? That it's like you, but hating on others. You know what I mean?
No.
You know, like when you say, "Oh, I hate Kojima and the Metal Gear because of the fans," right?
No, I
You
hate
are like
Kojima
that
games
fan.
because of Kojima. I don't hate it because of fans. I hate Kojima because of Kojima.
I mean, I
The
don't
guy is
care
the most
about
narcissistic motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. Now
Yeah,
he,
but-
he literally does a big hype announcement for his podcast. It's like, bro.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck was that?
I don't know if he's trolling, but man, if he's trolling, he's a genius.
No, he just has to always do something for Jeff Keighley. Because, like,
Going
they
back,
love each
fuck.
other.
Oh man, that was funny as fuck.
I think the Kojima thing is when he's doing all these kind of things, not necessarily like okay, he's narcissistic obviously, but that's
me-
him, man. That's
To me, a good developer, one that I respect a lot, is what's his name?
the Souls guy,
Yeah, the Souls guy. What's his name?
Man's got. Oh,
Miyazaki.
Never goes to the public face. Does his shit. Not arrogant at all. Has a vision. Sticks to it. Doesn't act like he's an auteur. He gets
No,
my
Miyazaki,
respect.
Miyazaki is a different level, man. Miyazaki is one of those developers that's very weird to see because he's not even from a game development
Yeah.
background, so
Yeah.
you can see the difference. To me, Kojima, I don't care Kojima whether it's narcissistic or not, but his games were
But
good.
apparently he's a masochist. Or a sadist, or one of them. He even said so in an interview. He's like, in Elden Ring wired some of his deaths like that. He's like, when he imagines these kind of things, like the poison lakes and all, he's like, he always imagines and wishes he could like die like that. Or be killed like that, like Millennia or something. He's like a masochist.
Ah, cool. Man, you care too much about people, man. Care about the games and what they're saying. Not about the people, man.
He gave, man. About the
Yeah,
game. And why he designed it certain ways. He gets like turned on by this kind of shit. Of being killed by like being impaled and shit.
He has this weird stuff when he said about the boys and stuff.
Oh, Kojima
how-
and the boys. Oh my, Kojima basically said he had the idea of the boys. And he only didn't make the game because, they just made the series before he could make the game. But he already had that idea. He had a whole Twitter. I love the responses though. People were calling him out. He's like, like every time someone says, next time he'll come out with, and he made this. People reply like, don't give him ideas, man. Don't give him ideas.
No, the thing is, first of all, the series came after the comics.
Comics
okay?
have been
That's
out
like-
there for several years. The fact
Yeah.
that he says he's come up with this out of the blue, right when the show is popular, it's like, bro, he just can't shut up. He doesn't have to say that.
It's okay, man. Let him be
God.
himself, man. It's a free world.
Such a like narcissistic asshole.
Why do you care, man? Let him live his life. He's gonna die anyway at some point. Let him be
I
like.
don't care. No, he's very
Yeah.
it's fucking annoying. But I'm happy
Yeah.
more and more people after Death Stranding and that Twitter thread, more people are seeing what a hack he is. He made one good series, and then after that, he's a hack.
Nah, do another good game, hopefully.
Oh,
I'm actually-
you keep waiting. He think, and what's funnier is he thinks he's some movie director now.
Nah. His writing skills went down, man. With Death Stranding, the story like some people just try to say, okay, gameplay is not that good, but okay, story. No, dude, the story is like.
The story's like a 12-year-old who just learned new words, started making a story.
Yeah, the story wasn't good. No, Death Stranding to me, it's like high production value, but the game wasn't good. So sad. I really was hoping a lot from Death Stranding.
I was too. I was like, I bought into the hype. I was like, he's a great gamer. I bought it on launch day. On
The-
launch.
The game was so attractive, and like actually, a friend of mine who played, he's a writer in True Gaming. It's Arabic, and he loves Kojima game. Like he loves Metal Gear 5, one of the best games he played. dude, he was saying, man, why the hell I have to just play a game? This is how he described the game. He say, you know that sometimes you play a game, and there is some missions that you have to do. Just you don't want to do it, but you have to do it in order to proceed the game. But imagine you take that mission, that
Yeah, it's the whole
hated
game.
mission, and make it the whole game. And literally, that's the game. That's the game. Like, I can't lie to myself about it. But Metal Gear, man, was another world.
Yeah, I'll give it. Maybe it's very about Metal Gear, fine. But to me, he's a one-hit wonder.
Nah, what? Not one. He made a lot of Metal Gear. He also
No, I'm
has
talking about that series. That's his one-hit wonder.
There is also Zone of the Enders, whatever. I forget the name. It was
Yeah,
also good.
Sonic Enders. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Wish they made a sequel for it.
No, I think Kojima can do it. It's just